Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. I have here in front of me some embellishments that I had just finished making. It wasn't sort of something I was planning to do as I was just sorting out all of my papers. As most of you know, I'm still trying to get my room sorted and organized, and it's just taking me a little longer to get it organized because in between doing my projects and my Etsy orders and still working on the house, I've just sort of been holding back on doing things. And then I also get sidetracked when I look at some of the boxes that I'm opening and sorting out my papers. I get sidetracked and I see all the pretty papers or papers that I've been looking for, and I go, oh, here are the papers that I was looking for. And then I came across a bunch of my Valentine theme papers that I've had for some time now, and I thought, "Oh, I really want to make something as we're coming to Valentine's," and I thought I'll just make some quick pockets and see how I go with that, and then I'll share with you some of these pocket ideas for you. But I didn't end up making any pockets. Well, I did make one pocket, and it was this one. And I thought, oh, I just wanted a quick little pocket, and so I thought I'll make one of these. But I thought, oh, there was just something about it I didn't like. I don't know whether it was the paper that I used to coordinate with the cut apart, because that was what I wanted to incorporate, were the 3x4 cut aparts that I had in one of the 12x12 paper sheets. But I've already cut it up. And I thought, oh, I'll put this to the side. Let me make something else. So I made another pocket. So I'm going to show you. It's in this bundle here that I've made. And I'm also going to do a little crafting in this video as well. So I thought I might make another one of these embellishments in this video, just to show you how quickly and easy you can make these if you have a lot of your Valentine's themed papers or whatever paper theme or embellishments that you have. You can make these really quickly as well. But I'll just find that pocket. So this one here. So so this was the first pocket that I made, and I thought I'll make another one with a different papers that I had. So this was the one that I ended up making, that I was quite happy with the way it turned out. So it's just a library style pocket, and then I just added another piece of paper from the stash that I have to make the front part. And then I also had these mini envelopes from a die that I have, and I found these in one of the little containers that I had, and I thought, oh, I want to use these little mini envelopes with these embellishments, incorporate that in the embellishments that I've got here. But I decided not to use these ones, because I thought, if I'm going to share with you the project, if you already have a little mini envelope die, that'd be great. You could use them. But I know not everyone has a die cutting machine, or may not have the little mini envelope die. And I don't want you to miss out on making something similar to these. So I made my own little mini envelope, which is here. And then I also made them in all of my other projects. So this is the other one. This is the mini envelope here as well. And then I think there was another one. Oh, this one here. So I made another little envelope here as well. So they're all the same size. So I thought I'd make the project with envelopes. And I'm going to make one of these in this video, so you've got the measurements as well. So you can maybe make them yourself if you're doing an Valentine's theme project. So you can use these if you have a little mini envelope die. So that was what I was trying to do, is I wanted to put the envelope in front of the larger pocket, and then you've got somewhere to put some more smaller pieces or bits and pieces in here, and then you've got the large pocket. So I ended up making them this way, and I had so much fun, and I was surprised that it didn't take me long to make all of these projects. It really was really quick. I think it took me half a day, maybe not even that, a couple of hours or so, to make all of these, because I had all of the bits and pieces, plus I had other, just went through my stash to look for other papers with similar color tones to go with the project. So I've just had this one here. This is an old an old paper. It's by Fancy Pants. So I've had that. I used some of those. I had a lot of these collection. I've had this for quite some time. This is by Echo Park Paper Co. And it was the Cupid and Co. Collection, double-sided paper. So there was a whole heap of these gorgeous images. So I fussy cut a few and then I just put them to the side and just worked with the images that I fussy cut. And this was some more. This one here is paper from Rosie's Studio. So I grabbed that, and then these were some of the cut aparts from some of the 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm not sure. This one is an older one. This is really old as well. This is Lucky in Love. This is Alison Craft. So that's those, and then just some 6x6 papers. I just went through some of my 12 by 12 paper pads. So I just put them together, and then I just thought I'll just play around with what I have here, and let's go ahead and do some embellishing. And I also had some plain cardstock in white and some pink cardstock papers, so I used some of those. This is another one. There's a lot here, so I did fussy cut a few of those. This is the other side. There's all these little red lips. And also this one here. So there's still a lot here that I could use. And I did do a few projects in, I think, last year's Valentine projects, and the year before. I think I also used these papers as well. So you may go through my videos and you may find it. And this is another one. And there's some more, some other scraps. And I'm going to just put them to the side. So I want to show you the completed projects, and then I might do a little crafting and make another embellishment in this video. I'll also show you the measurements to make the little mini envelope, and I'm going to also make the library pocket like this one, in case you also want to make one, and I'll give you the measurements to make these envelopes as well. So I'll show you what I made first, and then I'll do a quick little crafting in this video. So we'll start with this one. This is just a simple, like a banner strip embellishment. I just use a couple of the strips. I just cut them and then layered two on top of the other, and just created like a little fishtail banner on the end. And I placed one of those images that I just showed you from that one of the 12 by 12 papers. So I just fussy cut one of those out, and then I just placed it in the front with some foam squares, and then another strip of paper that I just folded over it, and then placed it on the end, punched a hole, added a crochet string and some beads. And if you're wondering what to do with these embellishments that I made, what do I do with them? I keep them to the side, and you can use this as another inspiration idea for some Happy Mail gifts for a crafty friend. If you're doing a Valentine's theme swap, these will be great little projects to make and add them to your Valentine packaged goodies. You can add these onto a card. If you want to add these to a plain card that you fold in half, this can go in the front. You can add these onto another paper that you can fold in half, and make it, and add it to that to make a bag topper. I'm just trying to find some paper just to give you an example. So you could just get like a strip of paper, fold it in half, and then you can attach that, and then you've got yourself one of these as a bag topper. You can add these onto your smaller projects. You can keep adding more layering of papers and then make it more layering. So there's a lot of ways you could add these to your projects. And then I sort of wanted to make like a Polaroid. I think I've got one here. Gave me an idea and inspiration for one of my Polaroid embellishments I made, and I thought I'd make a larger one. I'm just trying to see if I've got it here. I think I might put it away. I think I did put it away, but I thought I'd make it was like a Polaroid style embellishments. So this is just a plain cardstock. I think it's a 3x4 size. So it's a 3x4 size, and I cut another piece of paper and made it a little bit smaller and placed that on the front, and then just did some embellishing. And this is the little envelope, and I just cut another piece of cardstock just to fit inside and corner around at the corners. And I sort of did some paper folding and added more embellishing, some sequins. This is another fussy cut envelope from the paper. I used a couple of my heart punches and layered that to the front. And this is another of the images, a fussy cut from the 12x12 paper. And then I just cut a strip of paper, fold that in half, and just sort of use that as a way just to decorate the edge. And then you can also add some string through there, and you can add some dangles and put some trim and decorate it more. And I thought this was a fun embellishment. And this is, again, you can also add this to the front of a plain card, and then you can just finish it off and add this to the front of a plain card for card making. You can make this as a pocket. You can add glue to the 3 sides at the back and add this onto a like a journal page. You can use this as a floating pocket, and you've got this extra little pocket here in the front, and then you've got yourself another pocket at the back. Or you can use this as a page marker. That'll be another great idea. And this is the pocket that I was quite happy with the way this one turned out. I could still do something with this and decorate it more as well. So I think I can still play around with this one later on. But this is the pocket that I made, and then I just added another strip down the bottom, made a fish towel on the end, added some sequins, another one of the fussy cut images. This is a little envelope, and I did punch out one corner with a small heart punch that I have. This is another image. There's so many fun images. I really love this paper. You can make a ton of embellishments with all of these fun images. So that's where I got that from. And then there is the little pocket. I just place that in there, and the pocket is quite deep too, and it's nice and open. It's got a nice opening. And I'm going to try and see if I can put all of these in here afterwards as well. So that's that one. I also made like a large ticket strip or ticket shape embellishment. I had this embossed paper in my station. I thought, oh, that might work. Let's use that as the back. And then I cut out another piece of paper and made that smaller, and also done the corners here to create that ticket shape paper. I did some more layering, and this here is the envelope. And then I did do another piece at the back. You can see here I did cut another piece of paper, so I kind of nested the ticket shape and cut the other two smaller in size as I went along. So there were 3 layers of the ticket shape. And then I placed the envelope in front, and then I decorated the front of the envelope with some more of the fussy cut images and some sequins. And I just cut a piece of paper, single-sided, to create a little note paper where you can maybe write a little note to your crafting swap partner if you wanted to write a little note there, or just some idea for you if you wanted to add a little note to gift one of these. And this would also make a great way to finish off a card. And you can add this to the card. I haven't got a plain card on me to show you, but you could do that. You can just have it so it's displayed on your desk with a nice little embellishment. It was just fun to make. I just had a lot of fun making these because they were just so easy. And I did use a lot of foam squares. I don't know if you can see that. So I did a lot of, I added a lot of the foam squares to make them dimensional. I could have added more decorative trim and everything on it, but I thought I'll just keep them simple. And I also made these 3. These were really quick to make. 2 by 2 inch size embellishment. I just used plain white cardstock and cut them down to 2 by 2 inches. And then I cut another piece of paper, just slightly smaller than a 2 by 2 inch, to layer that on the top with some foam dots. So I laid that on top, and all I done was just grabbed another of the images, fussy cut that and place it on the front, and just added another piece there, a couple of sequins just to give it a bit more decorative, fun look to the embellishment. Cut another little strip of paper, fold that in half and attach that to the corner there. I pierced a little hole, added a jump ring, and this is like a little pom-pom dangle that I made. It's actually, I don't know, it's from, I have this pack of little pom-poms with some wired string, and then I just wound the loop around and made that into a dangle. And these are just so fun. I really think they look so cute. This is another one. All I done was just added just one image and just one extra little piece there. So this is another one. This one here is the same. All I've done here, I just added a tassel to the end and just some foam squares to make it dimensional. And I just wanted to keep going. I was sort of ready to do the video, but then I came across some more bits and pieces and another idea, and I thought, oh, I'll just make a couple more projects before I do the video. So I just found these cutter parts in one of the 12 by 12 papers. And what I'd done was, this one I left as a 3 by 4 size, and I thought this would be a great, you know, if you have cutter parts with some lines, this would be great to add. And then you can also write a note or document something that you may want to write in there. And there was one of these in there as well, so I cut that out and then created a fish tail shape on the bottom and just stuck that on the top, added some vellum, and then just use a brad and one of these little pink satin ribbon just to decorate the front. And I just thought this would make a great, another great idea. You can cut your 3 by 4 cutter parts and make these into like a mini album, and you can add a photo to each of them, and you can document the photo on the back of each one. So you can keep stacking a few of these and then just add some vellum or tracing paper to the front just to soften up the image and just add some more texture. And of course we had to make a tag. I had to make a tag. I can't make an embellishment without a tag. So this one, another simple one, plain white cardstock, angle cut the corners, added another piece of paper and just added to the top, and then also angle cut that part. Punched out a circle piece with a circle punch and glue that to the front, and then punched a hole for some trim. It's another little pom-pom. And just grabbing some of the papers from the stash there and just cut them into strips and layered them and just sort of unevenly stacked them side by side. And then I punched out 3 different heart shapes and layered them up with some foam squares and just placed that in the in the center. And just another really easy, this is a great crafting project without using a lot of, you know, just use what you have. These were just so fun. So what I thought, let's just see if I can fit some of these in here. And I'm thinking of making another pocket. Actually, let's make another pocket. I think I'm going to make a pocket first to see if I can fit that in there. So I'm going to maybe do a little bit of crafting. I'm going to make one of these just to show you how you can make this really quickly. Make another one of those. I'll also make the little envelope and we'll see how we go. Let me make this pocket first. I want to make a pocket with a 6 by 6. I've already cut the paper out. I thought I'll do it in this video. I was going to make it before, but I thought no, I'll do it here and we'll do it together. This is the 6 by 6 one I just cut down, double-sided. I'm going to make a long envelope. I just wanted to make an envelope like this one because I've made these I'm making a few of these because I'm going to have these in my Etsy store, and I'm going to load it with a few bits and pieces. So I'm going to have these listed in my store very shortly. So I thought I'll make another pocket like that to load these in. So let's make one of those first, and then I'll make a couple of embellishments. So this will be the front of the pocket. So I've just cut it down 6 by 6, and I'm going to score going in on both sides at 1/2 inch on both sides. You've probably seen me do this envelope a few times in my other videos, and then I'm just going to go over here and go at 5.5 inches. So it was just 1/2 inch and then 5.5 inches. So two sides, 1/2 inch the same, and I'm going to turn it around the other way and just score that at 2 inches, and that's it for that. And I'm just going to come over. I'm not sure if you can see the score line, but that score line we scored it at 2 inches. I'm going to sort of cut it like into a triangle going in at the part where it crosses over, and then going in the same the other way. And I'm just going to pull that out. So that's how it looks like. I'll go to the other side and do the same. I'm just going to go in one way and stop where it crosses over. Go in that way as well and stop there, and then pull that out. So you can see that's that score line. And I'm going to corner around these two top ones. So the shorter part is at the bottom, and then you've got this the high part. Have I got to my corner punch? So I'm just going to corner these two corners. We're going to fold these two in. You may be already familiar with this pocket style, but for those that are new to paper crafting and may not have seen this style of pocket, at least you can see it in this video. And I'm going to fold this up now. And all we do now is we're just going to wrap these two sides to the back, just like that, and you've got yourself a nice long pocket. And we'll just glue down those two sides, and we can close it all up, and then you've got yourself a pocket. I'll just go the other side. And what I want to see is see if these will all fit in this pocket. Maybe I might embellish the front of this. What do you think? Should I? Let me see what I've got. I did cut a few little bits and pieces. I thought I know what I'll do. When I make the envelope, I'll show you. I might put that envelope on the front. That's what I'll do. I'll do that. I'll make the envelope, put it in the front. But let's see if I can fit all of these in here. So I'm going to fit that. That fits nicely in there. Got this. I might see. That fits nicely in there too. Got a tag. And we've got this one. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. It's already looking really pretty in this pocket. Look how nice it looks already. Oh, that looks so nice. Well, I could also add this to the front here, but I'm not. I want to put it in here. Let's see. Not be able to put that in the front. It's getting quite full already because the embellishments are all quite bulky. Let me just see. It's catching on to the envelope with the sequins. Just put that like that. And then I have this one. I'll put that in the front there, and then have that dangle there. So this one might not fit in there, it's okay. Probably won't be able to fit these two in there, but this one I might actually place that in the front with the envelope. So I think I'm going to do that, and then that'll be nicely decorated for the front of the pocket. Then I've got these two, which I probably won't be able to fit these in there. Let's see, I might be able to. Might be able to just stack them in the front. Still want to make it look like I haven't just shoved everything in there, but still look nice. Let's see. You know what, I'm going to have to take it all back out anyway because I've got to decorate the front. But this is a nice loaded chunky pocket full of goodness in here, of fun Valentine's theme embellishments. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look so pretty already? And I haven't even embellished the front yet. So you can't fit all of these in there. But now I'm going to take it all back out. And let's make the envelope. So I'm going to give you the measurements for that. If you wanted to make one, and I did cut a piece of paper. I think it's this one. All right, so I've got another paper here, and you want to cut that at 2.5 inches by 3 1/4 of an inch. So it was 2.5 inches by 3 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to have the pattern facing down, and all we're going to do is we're going to score on both ends at 1/2 inch on both sides. Sorry, 1/4 of an inch on both sides. So I'm going to go 1/4 of an inch on one side, and it's 2 1/4 inches on the other side. Or you can turn it that way and score it at 1/4 of an inch. And this has got no direction of paper, so just look at your pattern when you score it so it doesn't go upside down. And now on the 3 1/4 inch side, I'm going to score that at 1 1/4 inches. And done that. So we're going to leave the part that's a little bit shorter. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to remove these two pieces, the two longer pieces. We're going to take that out. I'm just going to go this way so I could see. So just remove that. And I'm just going to go in at an angle. And then we'll do the same to this side and remove that one. This is the same envelopes that I've made in a lot of my videos as well. I like making these envelopes because they are just so easy. Sometimes it's just easy for me to make it like this than using my using one of my envelope dies. And what we'll do now is I'm going to go in on this side and just do that. And that is how it should look. And then I'm going to corner around these two corners. And create a little notch. You don't have to do a notch on the bottom here. But if you want to, you can do that. And now we can assemble the little mini envelope. So just folding those two little pieces in. And we'll just add some glue. And then we'll just fold that up. So what I've done with this envelope, I've left it this way without a closure for the envelope, for the flap. I've left it open, but if you want to, you can just fold that over and you've got yourself a closure for your envelope. But we're going to leave it open. And I can put that in the front like that. I might go on an angle. And then I will maybe. Actually, I'm going to go on that side, and then I can place that on the front like that. And I'll glue that down, and then I can create a another envelope pocket there. So we can do that. So I'm just going to leave that first. And I thought, let's just make another embellishment. Shall we make, oh, I'll make the pocket. Let's make one of these pockets first. It's really easy. So easy. You just got to pick out a piece of paper you want to create for your back part of the pocket, and just another piece for the front. And let me see what I've got. I'm going to make it this size, but once you see how it's made, it's really easy. You can just then make it whatever size you like, with whatever, however high you want your pocket to be. So it's that will just is up to you. I'm going to make it this size. So for the pocket size, you want to cut that at 5 inches by 4.5 inches. So if your pattern is a directional pattern, you want to cut this side at 5 inches, and then it's 4.5 inches down. And you want another piece, which is this piece here. Let's see if I've got a paper. And I'll just grab this one here. Let me just see, I'm forgetting my own measurements. It was 3 by 3.5, yeah. And so you want to cut your paper at 3 inches by 3.5 inches. So this is 3 inches. Okay, so let me cut 3.5 inches. And by 3. So just making sure that's right. Yeah. So it's 3 inches by 3.5 inches. I'm going to corner around the corners now, just so I know which way I'm going with it. So the 3-inch side, I'm going to corner around the corners. You can angle cut it if you wanted to do a slight angle cut, or you can just leave it. I just think it just makes it look neat. So we've got that. That's going to be in the front. We'll grab this paper, and then that's the 5-inch side. And all we're going to do is we're just going to score it in at 3/4 inches on both sides. So I'm going to go 3/4 inches on one side, and then I'll just go along here at 4.25 inches. We're going to corner around these two corners. Then we'll fold these two pieces over that we had just made those score lines. Fold them in. So that is that part done, and then you got that piece, and that's just going to go in the front just like that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to glue the bottom down. So we'll start with gluing these two first. Just put a bit of glue on the bottom there, and then on this side, I'm going to just close that up, and that will close the bottom so nothing will come out on that side. Just let that sit for a second, and we'll go on to the back here, and we'll just glue the 3 sides down here. So down here, going across, and then along the other side. And I'm just going to place it here and just line up the bottom part, and just sort of getting that centered. And there you have yourself a library style pocket with just 2 pieces of papers. And that's all done, and your pocket's ready to go. And then you can decorate the front. You could add like a little tab like I've done at the top here, just by folding your paper over and corner around the corners. That will decorate your pocket nicely as well. So we can do that. So that pocket is done. So we've made the little envelope, which is really cute. So now you've got yourself a little tiny envelope for those that don't have a die. And you can make a bunch of these as well. So we've done those two. Now I might just make a quick embellishment, and then I'm going to decorate this pocket. We'll just make, I might just make this little simple one, and I'm going to show you how quickly you can make these. Or should I make a ticket strip? Should I make one of these? What shall I make? Let's see how we go for time. Let's just make this one, because this one will take no time at all. I find it's easier to just use plain cardstock. It's really quick. Just cut a bunch of your plain cardstock at 2 by 2 inches, and it just makes your embellishment really easy and quick to put together, and it will just stand out your front pattern piece or paper. So I'm just going to cut one. I haven't cut the piece. Let me just cut these at 2 by 2 inches. And just going to cut this, and then just pick out your pattern piece of paper to go on the front, and you want to cut that at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So this is my 2 by 2 inch base part. Let me just find another pattern paper that I might want to use. Let's see what I've got. I'll use this one. I'll just use this one. So this is going to go on the top, and I'll just cut that at 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And then you just cut a bunch of these as well, and then you can just play around with it and decide, which pattern piece you want to go on your base. And I've just got some foam squares. I'm just going to raise it up just to make it dimensional. I'll just put one on each corner and a couple in the middle. The fiddly part is getting these little foam squares. I still haven't bought the foam tape. I usually use like a foam tape, and it doesn't take so much of my time putting them on, but I've got a lot of these, so I'll just use these up. So now I'm just going to place that in the center, and I'm just going to pick out, I did fussy cut a few, so I'll just fussy cut some of these ones. I've got one of those. What else do I have? So I might just use the one that I've already fussy cut. This one's so cute. Let's use this one. I might use this one. I'll use that. And I want to add just one more. Let me just quickly fussy cut this heart. I'm just going to cut this around because I haven't used this image. So I'm just going to fussy cut this. So all I'm going to do is I just quickly go around and try and do this. And then we'll use this as the extra piece. I like fussy cutting images. Sometimes I'll sit in the lounge room with Luke, my husband, and he'll watch TV, and I just bring out some of these images and just start fussy cutting away. All right, so let's just use this one. It's not the best fussy cut. Usually I'm just trying to rush it for this video. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to maybe place that there and place that like that. So I'm going to glue this one down. Just glue that there. And then this one I'll add some squares to that, just to give that some dimension. And that's all there is to that. And then if you have some sequins or some enamel dots, flat back pearls, you can add a couple of those like I have here, just to finish it off and add a bit of just to make it more fun. So I'm just going to place that like that in the front. And I don't know if I'll cut another strip. Let me see. I might just use this one, and I'm just going to place that like I've done there. I'm just going to cut this freehand. Fold that in half. See how quickly I did just make one of these. Didn't take no time to make one of these. And there is my embellishment. And then you can go, and if you have a tassel, you can add a tassel to the end, or a ribbon. You can run a ribbon through there and do that. Some beads. So that's all done for that one. And what else was I going to make? I think that might do for now. I'm going to try and... So with the ticker strip, it's just the same. You're just going to cut a rectangle and use a circle punch. And you're just going to quarter cut the corners. And then you'll have that shape. And then just layer them up. But I think I'm going to add that there. I might even place that to the front, and then it's nice having that dangling on the end. Or should I just make another one? Oh, let's just use this one. Right, so I'm going to glue this down. Just going to put glue just there. I'll just have it on a slight angle. And I think I might raise this one up. I might add some false squares, just to make the pocket look more chunky. Okay, and then I'm going to put them all back in and see how it looks. All right, I'll take that out. Oop, I've got one more. Okay, just going to place that about there. Isn't that pretty already? How nice does that look? I can even, I should have put some more there. Hang on, I might just put one more. I could even add a little tab on the top there. What do you reckon? Should I add a little tab? I just don't want to, hopefully I'm not boring anyone while I make these little projects for you, but I just wanted to give you some inspiration and show you how quickly it is to make these. I'm going to make a little tab there because I feel like it always makes it look nice having something extra on there. Let me just find a nice piece that I can quickly put on there. I don't have a lot of Valentine themed papers. I haven't bought any for a while, so I'm just using what I have. That's too much pink. Should I use that one? Ooh. You know what? I think I might use this black one. I've got a little piece here, so I'm not wasting it. Yeah, I might use that. And you know what? I think I'm going to make a nice long one. Since it's already long, I'm not even going to trim it. I'm just going to cut it down so it's not too... I'll cut this down to... Oh. You know what? I'm just going to leave that the way it is. I'm going to fold that in half. And again, I'll corner around the corners. So it's a nice large tab. See how that looks. I might place that in the middle. Yeah, that looks nice. Go down a bit, go down halfway, just to get it sort of in proportion to the pocket. What do you think? Do you think that looks nice? I think this looks really, really fun. And so that's all there is to that. So now I've got an extra pocket, which I can use that as a, you know, you can make another one and coordinate that. So you've got another extra pocket with some goodies for your swap partner or happy mail or just for yourself. So now I can put that in there. I just got to, didn't add anything in there. But you just cut your paper to fit in the envelope. You know what, let's see if I can just throw that in. Actually, that tag can go in here. And now I should have more room to put that in there. So I just want to see how this looks. And then also to show you that so much you can fit in here. I'll put that one there. I like the little dangles to sort of hang out of the pockets, just to give it a more, just to give it, decorates it a little bit more. So that can go there. And you know, this one, I could even just glue that to the front of this pocket. Let's do that. Should I glue it down? Yeah, let's just glue this one down. So you can see now you can add these embellishments to finish off any project. And that's it. How cute is that? And so I've got this nice packed loaded pocket full of pretty goodness in here. Just looks so yummy. I just think it looks so gorgeous. Look at that. How nice does that look? It looks like a complicated of not knowing what it is until you take everything out. And then there is also this one here that I just done in this video just to show you. It's really simple. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit long, but I had a lot of fun making this, and I had a lot of fun showing you how to make some of the extra pieces that I've shown you in here, and I hope it gave you some inspiration. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and happy crafting, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.